Dream Team, it's your favorite duo, Darian and
Mackenzie.
Back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with Aussie Man Reviews. Does Australia exist? Before we dive into this, make sure you subscribe, ring notification bell, give the video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. What we got, Aussie Man?
G'day, you big bloody beautiful bastards. Here's me dumb fucking head. Oi, we need to have a chat. There's been a theory circulating on the internet for some time that Australia does not exist. And I personally am fucking fed up with this theory. It keeps recirculating, it keeps getting traction, it keeps getting engagement. And enough is enough. Australia does exist, and I'm from Australia. Frankly, I've started to get offended. I know it's uncool to be offended, and offended people get picked on, but I am fucking hands down offended. Here's one of the first posts that I've seen on this issue. Flat Earth believers, have you ever been to Australia? Australia is not real. It's a hoax made for us to believe that Britain moved over their criminals to some place. Not everyone who came to Australia was a criminal. Grandma's dad, William, was a fucking farmer. Anyway, that's a separate story. In reality, all these criminals were loaded off the ships into the waters, drowning before they could ever see land. It's a cover-up for one of the greatest mass murders in history, made by one of the most prominent empires. Australia does not exist. All things you call proof are actually well-fabricated lies and documents made by the leading governments of the world. Your Australian friends, they're all actors and computer-generated personas, part of the plot to trick the world.
Bro. People are just dumb.
They want to have a conspiracy about any and everything, boy.
Like, why don't they just go visit?
Even if they visit, they gonna be like, it's not. I've seen videos where it's like, you're not actually in Australia when you're on the plane or whatever. They actually drop you off in a different land where all the people are paid actors, and you think you're in Australia, but it's Australia doesn't exist. You're really
the fact that it's that deep.
I swear to God, bro. I'm like, what are y'all talking about, bro?
For
like,
real. Out of everything you could like make up.
Yes.
You're gonna make up this.
Like, the proof that y'all got for Australia not existed, you can literally say about every country in the world.
I swear to God, so America don't exist.
nowhere exists, god dang it. Everybody on earth is a paid actor.
I wish I was a paid actor.
Come on, man. Preach.
I am not part of a plot to trick the world. I'm not a computer-generated persona. I'm real. I'm a fucking tangible, real human being.
And this remind me of Pinocchio. I'm a real boy.
It is offensive. Look at this. Look at this other post. Tag an idiot mate who thinks Australia is real. That's hurtful. This one really stings. Vegemite with a big red cross over it, like veg.
I gotta agree with that meme. Vegemite should have a big red cross over it. It exists, but it shouldn't exist.
It should.
You feel me? That's one thing I gotta agree with whoever posted it.
Vegemite is made up. That is like just stabbing an Australian in the heart, right in the aorta. It's like digging in to me pulmonary vein and just like it's fucked. It's bullshit. And finally, there's people saying that Post Malone here is not actually patting a kangaroo. But look at his face.
Oh my God.
There's uncertainty, trepidation. That is the face of a cautious foreigner who's like, ugh, will this creature kick me in the balls if I get too close? I think it's real, definitely. Anyway, look, to debunk all of these shitty-ass memes that are flooding Facebook, I would like to go through some genuine Australian archival footage that proves we exist down here. So buckle up. Computer-generated personas, part of the plot to trick the world. This footage comes from 2010.
Oh my God.
It was a story.
Do you remember this video?
Yes.
On a current affair, and it's about a bloke called Ray Graham, fucking Rabid Ray, and he's sick of disobedient dogs in his neighbourhood. Have a listen. Look at this.
I came out into the front yard and the dogs were across the road. And as soon as they saw me, they came bounding over. And I just made it into the front door in time.
Yes, Ray, that is a spot-on impersonation of a fuckhead dog. If he was an actor or a computer-generated persona, he'd be doing a shit impersonation of a dog. It would be like, and they came bounding over, woof, woof. But look at the passion. No way. That is not real. That is
that's real.
Passionate impersonation.
That's 100% real.
Bro, he sounds just like you when you're trying to clear your throat.
Don't do that. I don't sound like that.
Yes, he does. I be telling him he needs to post the befores of these videos where he goes.
I never clear my throat. Like, don't listen to this, y'all. These lies, guys.
Yes,
Y'all know me. We've been together for years. Y'all know who I am.
We've been together for years. I know who you are.
Of a Rottweiler or a pit bull or some fuckhead dog. And look at his wife.
That's me.
She's like, oh no. Ray's doing his impersonation of the dogs again. That is a human response. I mean, she's a bit deadpan. You could say she's a robot, but there are some intricacies in her reaction that are very human. So, absolutely, this is a real Australian story, and it's a cracker. Look at the passion! A spot-on impersonation of a fuckhead dog. Here we have Australian surfer Mick Fanning, and there's a shark. You can see it, and Mick's reaction is real. He's shitting his wetsuit. He's like, fuck. Gotta get out of here. And not only did old Mick get away from this buffhead shark, he also managed to punch it, which is entirely a logical, rational reaction from a human being who's being attacked and is in danger, like from a shark. You would punch it. You would. Think about it. You would. Yeah, so he's real. This whole situation is real. And here he is.
I would have never surfed again after that, bro.
Ever. But he's right. Like, probably just immediate reaction. You get scared and you just punch.
Yeah. It's like, I just want to live. So you just try,
I just want to live.
You try to figure out anything you can do to survive, bro. Like, Lord, don't let this be the end for me. And you just gonna have to fight the shark. At that point, you gotta fight the shark. 9 times out of 10, you probably gonna lose that fight. But God dang it, Mick was at what time out of 10 where he punched it and got away.
Being interviewed as well.
Did you get a couple punches in?
I punched it in the back.
What incentive would he have to lie? He's a real athlete. He's a real surfer. And Mick had to travel for this competition. This is in South Africa. So how do Australians get about? He's got a passport. He's got ID. You're telling me the government fabricated all of those fucking documents? He's probably got a Blockbuster video card from the 90s. What sick government would fabricate Blockbuster video cards from the 90s? We travel, we go out into the world. Mick got attacked by a shark and he got away. That's a true blue fucking fair dinkum Australian story. Yeah, nah, it's me again. Just letting you legends know that today's video is sponsored by Vikings War of Clans. This is a mobile game with some...
He punched it in the back.
That's crazy, bro.
Okay, so this next piece of Australian archival footage is called the Aussiest interview ever on the YouTube, and I believe it. Have a watch.
Oh, well, it's really quite funny. I was in bed sleeping at 2 o'clock this morning. My wife comes in and says, oh, the shop's been, someone ran into the shop. And I said, oh, what? So I jumped out of bed and all I had was my undies on and I've walked out the front and I've seen the car smashed and I've seen the bloke.
Look at this, look at that, look at that, look at that. I'm going to pause it on this frame. All of this is damage that's been done to a fish and chip shop. You're telling me if Australia doesn't exist, that this is a fake set with art department and production design, and this is a script. It's being shot at in Area 51 somewhere. Get fucked.
And so I walked outside and I said, oh, what are you doing, mate? Like, you can't be leaving the scene. And he goes, don't be a hero, mate. And I said, I'm not trying to be a hero, but the police are coming. And he just decided he'd scoot up the road. And I just said, nah, it's not going on like that, mate. So I jumped in my car and I started chasing him up the road. And then he went down a side street and then the police were coming.
No way, there's just too many people involved. Daniel the hero, the guy who hit the shop in his car, the coppers, the reporter. You're telling me they're all actors pretending to be Australians. No
He
way.
said, where you going, mate? You can't leave the sea.
Don't be a hero.
I would have been like, alright, and walk back inside.
Like, this ain't got nothing to do with me.
But that's what I love about Australia. They got a sense of community. They got a sense of togetherness. In the U.S., it's every man for themselves. In Australia, it's community. We look after one another. You feel me?
Hey, this man saw his favourite fish and chip shop get vandalised, get hit by a car, and he fucking followed up. He was like, no way, not in my community. That's where I get my crab sticks from. That's where I get my scallops and me pineapple fritters and me chips and me snapper. And I'm not going to just let you hit the fish and chip shop and get away with it.
But mate, all I had was me jocks on. I was chasing him up the street, and I'm just like, mate, like.
Because you told me that this is your mate's shop, and you didn't want him to get away.
Yeah, no. Well, me mate's mum's had this shop for like 40 odd years.
Who would pretend?
Okay, I guess if it was my friend's mom, I would have went after her. You feel me? That's a little bit different than a stranger.
No, you wouldn't.
If it was my friend's mom, bro, I'm driving after her.
You wouldn't be no hero. Come on.
It's my friend's mom shop, bro. 40 years. I gotta go get you. Now, I'm not saying I'm gonna get out of my car
Exactly.
once I catch you. But I'm saying...
I'm just be on the phone with the popo and be like,
Yes.
look, this is where you at.
Oh, everything. We getting license plates and everything. You feel me? Giving you the make and model of the car. And we gonna stay on it until the cops come up. And then that's when we gonna part ways.
To cook delicious fish and chips for 40 years.
Now, Daniel, you managed to put some pants on in the meantime.
Yeah, mate.
It's good to hear. Do you feel like a hero?
Not really. It's just something you got to do for the community, mate. It's like you look after your mates, and your mates will always look after you.
It's just something you got to do for the community. What a
I
humble,
love that.
modest, top fucking wanker. That is sensational. Morals, ethics, values. Those are human behaviours. He is conscientious. And if you're conscientious, you're conscious. If you're conscious, you exist. Philosophy,
Good point.
Science 101, motherfuckers.
And I said, what are you doing, mate? Like, you can't be leaving the scene.
If you're conscious, you exist. I've got one more that I'm going to pull from the archives. We're going to go back in time a while here, over a decade. This is a story about the best street party ever that
I love this story.
was thrown in Australia. It's about teenagers.
Oh my God.
And no way can teenagers be made up. They're too fucking weird.
What
Facts.
were you thinking?
I wasn't really.
Did your parents say you could have a party?
No.
Short, terse answers. He doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't want to be there. That is a real teenager.
Why don't you take this opportunity now to apologise to your parents and to your neighbours who have said today that they were frightened?
Well, I've already offered to say sorry to them and stuff when I see them, so I will say sorry now for everything that happened.
Why don't you take your glasses off so we can see you? And then apologise to your neighbours for frightening them.
Nah, I'll leave these on. Nah, I like them.
Rebellious. Classic
Is that a
teenage
teenager?
trait.
Yes.
You put out the invitation, you started it. Why don't you make a grown-up decision now and accept responsibility, take off those glasses and apologise to everybody that you frightened, to the police who were forced to retreat and whose cars have been damaged, and to the community who've had to pay for this? Take off your glasses and apologise to us.
I'll say sorry, but I'm not taking off my glasses.
No acting or improvisation is this good. If they were actors, the rule of improvisation is you say yes and you're agreeable. But he's like, nah, fuck you.
I
See,
swear.
that's just weird.
Nah,
to me.
I mean, that
He
would...
said, I'm not taking off my glasses, goddamn.
That's weird to me. Like the way she talking to him, like
I didn't like it.
at all.
And I'm not saying he was in the right. As many times I've seen this, I
But
said,
who is she though?
Yeah.
Like you're not his mom. You're
Thank
not his
you.
family. You're not his aunt.
it's not your community that he had the party in.
No, like
He's-
who are you to be like? You need to apologize.
Yes.
You need to take your glasses off. Like you are not my mother.
I did not like the way it came across. He said he would apologize to all the people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he said, I'm sorry for everything that happened. Well, take your glasses off and say it. Like,
Yes.
he said sorry. You asked him to say sorry. He said sorry. Now you want to take your glasses off. It's like she trying to make him feel bad.
Yeah. Like they're teenagers. They're gonna party.
Yes. And was it right? No, but don't. It just feel like she talking down to him, and I ain't like the way that.
Yeah,
that
I didn't like it.
was.
It just felt weird.
I'm glad that he kept rejecting her. It was like, no.
Yeah, I would have been too. I said no. I said sorry. I'm over it. Interview over.
Would just be a terror. Maybe he was fired. If Australia doesn't exist, they probably tried to fire this kid. But he's still around. He's done interviews since this. So no way is this fucking acting or improvisation. This is a real rebellious, stubborn teenager digging his heels in.
Why not?
Because they're famous.
Because your glasses are famous.
Yeah,
Why are your glasses famous?
I know. Everyone likes them, so I know. I'm not taking them off.
You're pretty happy with the way you look and the attitude you've got, are you?
She's just making it worse. It is brilliant.
Yeah, my parents aren't, but I am.
Okay, Corey, we've got to wrap this up, but what would you say to other kids who are thinking of partying when their parents are out of town?
Get me to do it for you.
Get you to do it for you. Not don't do it.
Nah, get me to do it for you. Best party ever so far. That's what everyone's been saying, so...
Well, we've got to go, but I suggest you go away and take a good long hard look at yourself.
I have. Everyone has. They love it.
No, you can't take Corey away from...
I love that interview so much,
I
bro.
swear to God, I would have been just the same.
And I have. Everybody has.
Like, you can tell, like,
it.
she's just so mad. Like, okay, you were never a teenager.
Yes.
You never went to a party. You
everything.
never threw a party.
Oh, everything. Yeah.
You never done anything you shouldn't have probably done.
That's what I'm saying.
Not like that.
I didn't like it either. I did not like it one bit.
From us, you just can't. He's real. He embodies all of that glorious teenage behaviour. Just, fuck you. I don't need to give you a proper fleshed out answer. My glasses are famous. And they're awesome, lady. And you know what? Stop patronising me. Stop condescending me. You know, you can't just be a stubborn cockhead when you're an adult. But you can cling on to these memories of these teenagers who were able to do it. Who were just like, I've apologised. I'll work it out with my parents. Don't tell me to take off my fucking sunglasses. I'm not apologising to Australia. It's good. It is good. So just don't take Corey away from us, all right? Don't take any of them.
I punched it in the back. It's just something you got to do for the community, mate.
No.
This concludes my video about Australia existing. You can make up your own mind. In the end, maybe you believe these theories, that Australia is too weird and it doesn't exist. Whatever. Or maybe I've solidified in your mind that Australia definitely exists. We're just a little bit fucking strange. Whatever your opinion is, it's fine. It's just I've personally had enough with the theory. So thanks very much for watching, everyone, and have a good one. See ya.
I think Australia is real.
I mean, I believe Australia.
You convinced me.
It is real. It should have been a question in the first place. It's a real place. It has been for so long. But that's all we got. That was good. I love that last interview. Shout out to the teenager. Like Aussie man said, you can't when you're an adult, you can't respond like that. But as a teenager, you hold on to that youth.
You hold on to that
You hold
power.
on to that rebelliousness. That's all we got. Make sure y'all subscribe, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. We out.